This video we discussed how we are going to use Omnichannel for queue based. In this video we will see how we are going to do with the skill based routing, okay, in Omnichannel. So why skill based came into picture? Now imagine a scenario that if you were using queue based routing and say that you own a company and your company has a lot of products and you also have different regions. Say somebody is there in India who is also using your product, another person say is in France who is using your product. So similarly you have different regions, so that you will be having the need to create different skill sets for the languages, because when the other person will call you for raising a case, or they will be messaging you in their language. So if a person who knows French is emailing me asking about some query and I need to resolve them, I need to make sure that my agent also understands French. Or any query that the other person is asking as a customer, say they are asking about the hardware or they are asking about some technical thing such as some storage or about the product. So I would have different agents who would be specialist of each of these things, okay, and along with the different languages, or we can separate them, right? If we were doing it with the help of queue, then say a total of 10 products or a total of 10 languages, in this scenario you would have to create 100 queues, right? So to avoid such kind of situations, there is skill based routing. Okay, what are the steps to do the same? First we need to enable the skill based routing, then we need to create service channel. Why do we create service channels? We need to make sure to tell the Salesforce that this is the object that I'm going to use. Say the object is case or some custom object. If it's a loan application, that you are a bank and there is a loan application that comes in, so who will be looking into that loan application? You can create this with the help of service channel, right? You need to give the custom object, case, incident, likewise. Okay, then comes the skill. In the previous video we were creating a queue, okay, now we are going to create a skill. Then what will be happening when you will create multiple skills? So for example, your company is selling ACs, it is also selling refrigerators, it is also selling washing machines. One specialist agent will may or may not be knowing about three different products, right? Three different categories. So we need to make sure that we create skills. So first skill I can create that fridge specialist, second skill I can create as AC specialist, third skill I can create as washing machine specialist. So in this kind of scenario we will create different skills, okay. Then comes, once you are done with creating the skills, we need to assign these skills to our agents, right? But for that we need to definitely create the agents, right? So when you want to create the agents, we need to make sure that there is an object service resource. We need to create service record, okay. When you create the service record, you need to use the same user who you consider as your agent, okay. You need to attach the user to the service resource and then add the assign skills, okay. You need to assign it to your user, and what user you will use, definitely it should be a service cloud user, right? Once the assignment of the skills is done on the service record, service resource object level, for that particular record we have already assigned the skills. Now comes the agent should be able to make sure that they are different items that we get on our Microsoft Teams related to the statuses, like online, offline, out of office. So similarly we can create different present statuses based on the availability of the agent, whether they are out on a break or on a PTO. Similarly, okay, and once you create these present statuses, you need to make sure that you attach them with your service channel, right? So that any request coming from that particular service channel, the agent is able to make those changes in the statuses. But how will the agent access those statuses? We need to make sure that we assign our agents with the present statuses, right? We need to enable that permission on the profile or the permission set level for our users who will be using these online, offline, or other statuses that we will be creating. Then comes the routing. In the queue based we were doing it with the help of routing configuration, right? But if we want to do real time routing where we have a lot of complexity, right, we can do it with the help of two things. Either we can write our own apex, or we can write it with the help of flow. If you do it with the help of flow, you can create routing configuration and do other stuff in the flow. But generally what we will do in the apex, first we need to make sure that we create a PSR. What is a PSR? It is pending service routing object. This object record is created whenever a case is inserted, and it is ready to give to other agents as a work item. Okay, once the agent item the once the agent accepts that particular work, this PSR record automatically gets deleted. Okay, so in this PSR we are going to give different items the way we were giving it on our routing configuration for the queue, or in case you are using flow. Similarly, you will give a routing priority, capacity, service channel ID that you are using. Okay, you can fetch this based on the query. And then a matching skill set. Now imagine that a case come, and in the subject only it is mentioned that it is related to the AC and the person knows English. Okay, so what I will do, there could be some matching logic based on which I will be assigning and checking the skills, okay, that are required for this particular case. So when a new case comes in, I will check the subject says AC English, right, two skills. So I will see that what is the skill, what is the agent that is required to do this kind of item. So I need to associate my skill with my PSR. Okay, so what will happen, that I will check the skills already required, it I will match them, and then what level of skill it is required, and then I will insert it. Don't confuse with this one. You can also create flows as an admin, or you can try this kind of apex in your, if you are a developer, and then in the end we can do, because now everything is done, we need to add the omni-channel in the utility items of your app manager, right, of your app. So go to app manager, open the app settings, and in the utility items just simply do the check to the omni-channel. I hope we are clear with the skill based routing. Let me know if you need interview based questions regarding the queue based and the skill based routing for the omni-channel. I will be providing the same in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.